Update on Kilmar Abrego Garcia. According to the vice president in El Salvador, they're continuing to hold him at CCOT because the Trump administration is paying them. And we know this because the senator of Maryland just flew there today and went to go and try to talk to them. But he wasn't allowed in the prison, even though Republican senators have been there. And Senator Van Hollen was clear that the Trump administration is trying to twist the news and say that Garcia is part of MS-13, which they have never found that. There's no evidence of that, which a U.S. federal judge just shared that. And from what I can understand, the court is moving towards contempt proceedings. They gave him a due date of April 23rd to either 1, file a declaration explaining the steps it has taken and will take to purge the contempt, or 2, if it chooses not to do so, to identify the people with knowledge of his order who chose not to halt the transfer of class members out of U.S. custody on March 15th and 16th. And now if you're new to my page, hi, my name is Melissa. I am an adoptee and adoption educator, and I just want to touch upon the repercussions that the adoptee community is feeling right now, especially Latino adoptees who were adopted internationally into families in the U.S. First of all, I want you to know that you're not alone. Second, it's okay if you don't have the energy to address these things with your parents. But if you do, please take the time to take care of yourself, because these conversations are very heavy and very difficult when you are talking to the people that you love that are in your family, while a lot of them are trying to justify horrific things. And I think it hits close to home because we were adopted to give a better life, and we were easily accepted into our families to a degree because we were children. And in most of our cases, we were babies. And there's something particularly sick about the lack of humanity that many people in our family don't have towards people like Garcia. Because at this point, we all know families that move to the United States for a better life. But parents who do that, aunts and uncles who do that, grandparents that do that are vilified if they're Latino or if they're Black or brown. Meanwhile, families like my adoptive family who immigrated here but were white have a sense of entitlement and somehow completely forget how awful they were treated. Italians were called so many slurs and treated horribly and told to get out of this country, and then they just jumped on the bandwagon to treat Latinos like shit. It's mind-boggling to me sometimes. But anyway, if you listen this long, thank you. I am going to update more as the news develops. Please keep putting pressure on your officials. The 5 Calls app, I think it's called, is very helpful. And please try to take care of yourselves.